What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt. Welcome back to Mr. Sci-Fi. Today we're going to be talking about more Doctor Who leaks. Before we get into the video, if you are new to the YouTube channel, please consider subscribing because I'm trying to get to 3,000 as soon as possible. I currently have this many subscribers, so if we can get anywhere closer to 3,000, that would be greatly appreciated. So, let's get into the video. Today we're talking about a leak that came about on Reddit a few weeks ago, and essentially a lot of people took this as to be false because a lot of things that come out on Reddit, on Twitter, on the internet in general, a lot of them turn out to be false. But it has come to light that many, in fact all of the predictions or leaks that have come from this announcement from Reddit have actually turned out to be true. So let's quickly get into what it actually says. A friend of mine works at Bad Wolf and has let slip some details about the upcoming 60th anniversary plans. This is all 100% accurate, so if you want to avoid spoilers, don't click below. Tennant and Catherine Tate are back for 3 specials after Jodie regenerates into him on a cliff top. The 3 stories are linked by the Doctor working out why he got his old face back and why he runs into Donna again after all these years. Unit are back for the first episode. It's a simple alien invasion story with the main emphasis on the Doctor reuniting with Donna again after 15 years for her. Sylvia and Sean return. Wilf is mentioned, but I don't know if he appears because Bernard Cribbins is now 93. Donna also has a daughter called Rose, and Rachel Talalay also directs the first special. Oh, and the classic companion returns in the final special, but I don't want to ruin that surprise. That's all I know for certain at the moment, but I imagine something will be announced in the next week or two as filming begins. Okay, let's dissect this. So, first of all, it claims that David Tennant and Catherine Tate are back for 3 specials. Now, we know Catherine Tate and David Tennant are coming back. That's all but confirmed. We've got pictures of them on set, as well as Catherine Tate. So that is a win. We know that's absolutely true. This also claims that Jodie will regenerate into David Tennant, which is tying into the theories that we've all had that David Tennant is the next Doctor. So he is the 14th Doctor, or kind of like the War Doctor, the one in between 13 and 14. This also then explains the next part of this, which is that the 3 stories are linked by the Doctor working out why he got his old face back, and then why he runs into Donna again. This was further proved recently after it said Unit are back for the first episode, and we recently got pictures of the new Unit uniforms with a new logo, as you can see here. This guy here is a different guy, and here's a Unit boy trying to keep warm. Now it says that this episode is going to be a simple alien invasion, but the main emphasis is going to be on the Doctor reuniting with Donna. You mentioned Sylvia, Sean and Wilf will be returning, and we have seen evidence of that. That has happened. We've got pictures of those on set. And it also mentions Rachel Talalay is also going to direct the first special, and we know that's true because we've also seen her on set, and she's all but confirmed it on Twitter. Now, the interesting part about this leak is something that hasn't been confirmed. We haven't seen anything come into fruition for this yet, but it says the classic companion returns in the final special. They don't want to ruin the surprise for that. Now, when it says a classic companion, I can only imagine someone from the classic era of Doctor Who. So anything from 1963 up until 1989. I think that's right. So that opens up a whole load of possibilities for any classic companion to return. Now, if it was me and I was trying to celebrate 60 years of Doctor Who, trying to get someone to come in who may not potentially be able to do it in another 10 years, it would be Susan Foreman. Susan Foreman is the granddaughter of the Doctor, first seen in An Unearthly Child back in 1963. She went to school in London. Her teachers then became the first companions in Doctor Who. She left the TARDIS after the first season, I believe. I might be wrong on that one. And hasn't returned in the following 60 years since. Now, the actress that played her was Carole Ford, and she is currently 81 years old. Now, the reason that I'm saying she may not make it until the 70th anniversary is because 91 is quite old for anyone to be still acting. I mean, we know Wilf, Bernard Cribbins, he's in his 90s and he's still doing it, but there's no guarantee that someone of that age is going to be well enough for one to, you know, participate in an event like this, and two, there's no guarantee that they're actually still going to be alive. So if it was me and I was celebrating 60 years of Doctor Who, I'd tone it back to the very first instance of Doctor Who, and I'd bring back like the most classic companion you can, which would in this case be Susan Foreman. And I really think that would help with the story as well, because it says here that the 3 stories are linked by the Doctor working out why he got his old face back, essentially meaning that the Doctor is trying to figure out who he is. Somewhat having an identity crisis, if you will, and bringing back his granddaughter would probably bring him back to reality. He would realise who he was. The reuniting of him and essentially his family would not only please the fans, but it would actually progress his character along as well. Now, I'm sure we're going to get an announcement at some point over the next few months about this, but my prediction, as I said, is the fact that Susan Foreman will be returning to Doctor Who in the 3rd special in 2023. Let me know what you think. Do you think that makes sense? If you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video.